morning, everyone. Good morning, my people. Okay, so this morning I would like to talk about something very, very specific, and I'm gonna continue in English. I'll be hosting a series of Zoom meeting with such an incredible woman. I don't know if you guys heard. There was this interview that I did. If you're a Ghanaian, you must have perhaps seen the video about a lady who back in the days somewhere when I was doing the interview with Al Wahab, I was nodding my head, and yes, indeed, I recognized the woman because we were supposed to have a huge conference in Canada. We even had the opportunity to meet the Toronto Mississauga mayor. All these programs were lined up for Ghanaians to come abroad and work. Guys, I was watching the parliament argue about some people don't want immigrants. They are blaming the other government for allowing a whole bunch of immigrants in the country. The other side is saying we need immigrants in the country. Who is going to pick our rotten vegetables? And I was laughing because guys, if you don't watch it, this is what you'll be coming here for, and we don't want that, right? We don't want to come to America to do the slavery thing all over again. So I'm going to be hosting series of Zoom meetings. We want people to come here with the right information and the right courses, the right educational programs, that right after your program or while you are in your program, this country will need you so badly that they will not have any choice. Remember that our children are not going into those programs. We know the country. We know that Canadians, American children, there's a whole bunch of them who don't even want education because their parent owns these corner store, Canadian Tire, all these home hardware stores, and they don't want to do the AI stuff. The AI stuff, they're hiring UK, some part of other countries, the Middle East, and so forth and so on. So we want to also tap into the market where we can come over here and have the best jobs and also be part of the economy in here. Have your comment come in. Guys, if you have a GPA 3.0 and above, stay tuned. Over 40 or so, stay tuned. There are a lot of companies that are willing to give you loans. We have our other African Malawians and Zimbabweans and all those people using this woman to come here. All those people using through this woman with in partnership with the government and other level of government and other institutions and information centers and programs and offices to help their citizens. We are going to stand as your government for you. I'm going to work with this lady, and as well as I've been doing a couple of sections with them because I wanted to understand how the program works. I wanted to understand how we can also tap into it. We have no problem as Africans studying and reaching to the sky, and also unlimited opportunities that we can also tap into outside our country, so we can also help our country. If you look at Ghana, for example, the many houses and many businesses and other wealthy homes that we can see back in Africa or Ghana, it is built not by Yahoo boys, not by people who did some businesses with the resources that we have. It is built by the people who had the opportunity to come travel outside the country and was able to build and also give their families hope. So it is good to go outside and look for opportunity, and this is how we're going to do it. So I'm going to be hosting information session via Zoom. I'm going to be posting my Zoom link on this page. We're going to be doing stuff through the WhatsApp group as well as this page, so everybody, and a little bit of clips on TikTok, because I want to just flood the system so we can also get the opportunity. So there are schools visiting Ghana right now through this woman. There are schools visiting Ghana. We are trying to work with legs of government and also organizations to see how we can also benefit. Remember that it has been a huge challenge getting through when it comes to international opportunities for our people in Ghana. I don't know about Nigeria, but leave me a message. If you have anything that it's different from what I'm saying, you can leave a comment. Let me know how your country was successfully, because if you look at Nigeria, for example, Nigerian government and also organizations such as the Nursing Association of Nigeria has been able to be successful in Canada's exchange programs with the Canadian government, with the Canadian institutions. Remember that the colleges and the universities don't belong to government. The colleges and the universities are the government partners. They are partners. They pay huge tax. In fact, they alleviate a whole lot of issues that the government had to solve. They alleviate those issues of the government, such as bursaries, loans, and other supportive financial support for people who cannot afford to go to school. So schools in this part of the world, it does not belong to the government. The government do not appoint people, so they run it very, very successfully. They run it very, very successfully. So if you are an international student, you have a GPA more and a higher score, and you want to come here and also tap into the successful industries, the creators and the inventors and the developers and the factories. You want to be someone who operates machines and other stuff. You want to be part of the the artificial intelligence team, or you are in some computer programmer. I posted a young boy. These people, our children in this part of the world are doing very well. When it comes to job, you don't find a 21-year-old sitting at home and still eating from their mom's pot. No. You don't find a 24-year-old sitting at home eating from their mother's kitchen, where they have to steal money from their mother's purse and all those things, because even with the smallest job, these children can take care of themselves while they're in school. So there's a lot of opportunities. So I posted a video of a young man, a Ghanaian young man who is doing so well, and he ended up on one of those international channels that people of some professions or some sort of special skills come on and teach, and also children can ask questions. So this young boy displayed the Ghanaian culture on there, and I was so proud. I had to video it, and my daughter was so proud and called me and said, "Mommy, come and see. Do you know who this guy is? Do you know where he's from? Guess." My daughter, who is a Canadian born, was so proud of seeing a Ghanaian speaking tree on national television. So it was such a beautiful, beautiful sight to see. And we are so proud of our children who are also speaking the language and displaying their culture in the circle that they find themselves in. So this will be an opportunity for you, okay? So there's a school visit in Ghana right now because they have so much money that they are looking for professionals. In this part of the world, all these vehicles, all these bridges that you see, the hospitals that you see, big structures that you find in Manhattan are built by immigrants. And you don't want to come here as the immigrants that repeats slavery, come and pick their rotten vegetables from the ground. You want to be paid an adequate and a good amount of money for your service. You want to be part of the builders and the shakers and the movers of these developed countries. You don't want to come here as a vegetable picker. So that is why we are focusing on education. That is why we waiting at this one. Today is Thursday. What is this traffic? You see, we are focusing on education and also how you can be part of this industry that we are looking at. Okay, so if you have such credentials, we are going to be focusing on that area. We are going to be focusing on making, because we don't have money. We know your parents don't have money. So we are actually trying to see companies who are willing to provide loans for students from Africa to come and study. Because what happens is that there are industries that pump in money into schools, so they can hire them. So they grab them right from school. There are industries, there are companies that actually they are hiring applications in schools, universities, in colleges. There are companies in this part of the world that only hires from schools, fresh, because they are fresh, they are cheap. Everybody wants cheap. They are fresh, they are cheap. By the time they gain experience with the company has made a lot of money. Because when the companies hire experience and a long served individual who is in that company, that they have to hire, it costs them a lot, premiums and bonuses, and in fact the contract is big. But when they hire you from school, it is much cheaper. You are fresh, a freshener in from school. The companies don't pay you that much, but it's still big money. So for example, based on your experience, some companies pays based on your experience. Even in the Toronto, the educational board, based on your experience, there's a grade. So people who are served 20 years and above or 10 years and above, they put them in a category in this country who get paid at a certain rate, even teachers. So a fresh teacher, someone who's fresh from school, when you get hired, everybody has a probation time. So this, I call it a probation time. Now, I'm going to be hosting this through, so all these companies you are looking at, this is a company. You are looking at a company. You are looking at an institution in Canada. It is a money-making opportunity, and we need people. If you can operate any of these machines from any of these institutions and you need a loan to go to the school because you cannot afford to go to the school, there are companies willing and also give you loan through the school up to $100,000. So you can get up to $100,000 based on your course. And guys, $100,000 is nothing. Trust me. As an international student, some of your courses a year can cost you over $50,000. So who wants to come here and pay such big amount? How are you going to pay it back? You have to look for work in the system. So we want to help people who has the right courses, the right programs, that they can come here and school and also get job in the country and be part of the economy. So this is what I'm going to be hosting. So pay attention to the social media handle. If you have not subscribed, follow the channel, follow the page. Also push on my YouTube notification button. So when I come, I'm going to try to see if somebody can help me operate how to link the Zoom, because it's going to be an information section, and I want to be able to forecast it or broadcast it in a way that enough people can have the information. And there are people ready in Ghana who are willing to, they're going to train you. They're going to make sure that, because let me tell you something, okay? There are a lot of people in this country right now. They are here. they didn't get the training and the workshop that should have helped them before coming. Back in the 1980s, 90s into 2000s, Jamaica had opportunity to come to any of the European country without a visa. Jamaicans can come without a visa. Guess what? Today, Jamaican has to get a visa to come to Abuchi. The reason is that people came here without proper information. I'm seeing that. A lot of our people are here with courses like political science. A lot of our people are here with courses like information and technology, whatever. And a lot of our people, you see, these keywords means a job. What kind of a job are you going to get? And in which sector? A lot of people are here with courses like communication. First of all, where are you going to now get a job that your course will train you to be successful in what you do? So some of these courses don't fly. You can't get a job. You can get so it makes your university years useless. You have not learned anything, because I am getting a lot of people who want to branch into the health sector. And in the health sector, you don't need a master's degree. You don't need a master. You have a GPA as a 3 and above. Because these people want to make sure after you finish school, they want geniuses. This is a loan up to 100 grand. So if I'm going to give you a loan, I want to make sure that you can finish your school. You are smart. You're going to be successful in a course. So GPA has to be 3.0 and above. So okay, so I don't know how people can improve on their GPA. So with a GPA of 2.4, you can get into schools in this part of the world by yourself. However, you cannot be part of the program, because the program is a loan. It's a loan that you get to pay back a certain amount. But in this country, the type of program you're coming to do, you're going to be making more than $100,000 per a year. And there's a way to pay that money back. And you're not going to, I'm not sure people are going to use all that $100,000. There's a way that we can teach financial literacy, how to live in this country, how to use credit system in this country to pay off anything back so quickly. If you don't become part of the program, this is where you fail. And then you end up having so much debt in a system, and you'll be working to pay debts. No. We are experienced. That one there, your woman is still sitting here right now. I can put you on this program that you're going to pay your debt so quickly without like a blink of an eye. You're going to pay off your debt so quickly. So it is it is an interesting program, but I think many people who are already in a country, who are coming, got opportunity to a school, could have used this program a lot, because they are here, they couldn't go to the school. People could have had a small information for them to go to the school. So people are here, their visas are expired. They cannot get their visas to be renewed because they didn't get the proper information they need. So your visa has expired. You cannot renew it. You missed out on your opening day. Someone could have advocated for you through the school that you were coming. You missed the first month or something. There's always a way. But a lot of people, they are in this country, they are stuck. Guys, a lot of people are in this country because, so I was saying Jamaica was coming here visa free, right? Now, because they never received information from their fellow Jamaicans who were here, who are succeeding, they come here and they break the laws. They were being arrested. Some were being deported. So now the law changed that, just like the student visa route changed because of the display international students displayed on the street of Toronto, downtown Toronto. They changed the law. The same way the law was changed for Jamaicans. They can't go to UK without a visa. They can't come to Canada without a visa. They are coming with a visa, and you even have to prove some stuff. So this is what the Jamaicans did. Today they are all successful. Most of them are successful. Even those who are not gotten to the level of where others are, system free. But they were being arrested a lot. So this is what they did. They did exactly. People got together, teachers, social workers, community service, other people. They put up a program back in Jamaica. Educated the Jamaicans about the way the Canadian system worked. Marcus Garvey Jr. was one of them. I always use him because America, he was one of the deportees. They deported him as well from America. That is why he ended up in UK. So this information is so useful. Our people are here without information. You got admission. You come here and then next, what is next? Okay, you can find jobs. What is next? What can you do? What else can you do so you don't default on immigration? You don't default on your visa. These are some of the wealthiest information you can ever have. So people take it for granted that we come here and some people, you make noise. And people want you to do things for you. I'm not doing nothing for anybody. I'm going to teach you how you can do it and how you can make your life successful in this part of the world. Listen, 3 days ago, I was talking to a co-worker, a Ukrainian. Not a co-worker, she is the lunch lady in my school that I used to work with. And we were talking about housing and other things, opportunities and da. You know what the lady told me? She said, Mavis, how come you speak English? You do that. You have a good job. You have a good job. How come you stupid like me? How come you stupid like me? Yes, I am stupid like her. I was stupid. How come you were stupid like... I'm like, I laughed in my head. I said, yes, indeed. I am, in fact, very stupid. I didn't know a lot of things. I stuck to my community and people who have nothing. I hanged around with people who are no information, people who are no studies. They have not studied the system. I've always worked in a system, Glass and Quan, downtown Toronto, call centers. We were selling utility contracts and hello, ma'am, yes, credit card and all those things. Worked in a call center with Excel Canada. Back in the days, the radio, now we have app that you can play music. Back in the days, it was a system. I used to sell all those things. Hi, ma'am, I'm calling. This is Excel Canada. Oh, your radio not working? Americans were using it, and we were handling the calls. So I was stupid. In fact, there's so many things that I'm finding out today that I used to be stupid about. So look at the Ukrainian who don't speak English and just came in, knows a lot. She was telling me she was telling me some things, and she said, how come you're stupid like me? Me, I didn't know nothing. Me, my husband knows. I said, my sister, now she has become my sister. Our community lacked so much information. So these are some of the mediums, these are some of the ways we can educate ourselves. We can embrace the new and the ends. We can now go out there and seek fish and bring it out here. When you look on TikTok and social media, you know the difference between the other community platforms versus the African platforms. We are either selling or we are fighting. We are either talking our problems and we keep going over our problems like a cat chasing a rat, chasing their own tail. So we keep talking. We know everything about the problems, but we don't know how to solve them. Okay? So I'm going to share, this is just an information section, guy, Rock. I am going to, in order for you to get the information and know what information you are getting, I have to now run a tutorial, and also when you enter into classroom, before they even give you anything, they have to give you a whole spiel, synopsis about what you're about to study. And that's what I'm doing today. So the links and also how you can register, it's going to be shared on the Zoom link that I'm going to be hosting. Oh man. Hey, what it be this traffic? Oh, you see the 24-hour economy now. Hey, the country that give themselves opportunity for 24-hour economy. This is how it look like. This guy's been driving overnight. Logistic. They said if you want to drive truck, call them. Everybody is advertising. So you see how because some areas in Canada has to get food or services. That's why the road is so packed. And I'm now running late. Can you move? Anyways, so this is the only way we can educate her. Look all the way down there. Look at how this thing is slow post. So the highway is so packed. Slow post, because people are ranking on their money. You see, as this is going, people are making money. So guys, just watch out, and I am going to share the information for you. Now, if you are here and you are still asking this question about LMIA, let me just give you a bit of what LMIA is. A scam for the Canadian government to make money, and I applaud them. The money they are making, okay, that is what they are sharing the money for people who cannot afford. Or it is a huge scam. Let me tell you why. Especially in America, they said they will give you a work visa to come and work. I've shared that video on my TikTok, Lady May 7512 on my TikTok. I've shared it. Listen to this one very carefully. I will not waste and repeat the slavery attitude again. LMIA is a scam. I'm telling you. And before you start, wait, and let me tell you, if you can get a company by yourself who can offer you a job and pay the LMIA for companies, it only costs them $2,000 and some dollars, $2,000 and a change. 2,000 LMIA. For me, if I have a company and I want to have the opportunity to hire a foreigner, I have to apply for certificate in order for me to hire international. And that is if I don't find anybody in a country. Now, since the government has now rolled in and given this LMIA scheme, a lot of companies are taking advantage of that LMIA, because this is what they are doing. It's a scam. They are scamming people. Listen, it's a scam. And I'll tell you more about it on my YouTube. I've done a video. I just have to, guys, remember that I work 8 hours. So I work 8 hours a day. Okay. So it's a bit difficult for me to do video and also edit. That's why I like the live videos. LMIA has become a scam, huge scam. You see, in a certain part of this country, it's packed with a lot of Indians. And to a lot of, it's money. Money. So the government says, okay, because we have a lot of vacancies and people here are not within that profession, so we are now going to allow through the immigration. It is a program that the immigration came up with. But it is a scam, because guess what? You are hired, if you can find a company to hire you, not for $20 or 20 something and give you an open work permit, that is a catch. But when the company gives you a company specific, guys, let your comment, let your feed, like, so come, because some people are being scammed right now as I'm talking to you. They are asking for $15,000 to $20-something thousand for a job offer that is not going to continue. Listen, a job offer that is not going to continue. This country is expensive. Your rent alone will eat that money that you are coming to work. Your rent, they're not going to offer you accommodation. Right now, people are being deported because of this LMIA. People are being deported because of LMIA. LMIA, again, is a scheme that the company, the government, and I don't blame them, every government. Listen, Canada pride themselves to be the best multi and international, because every country on this planet is here in Canada, and some of them play a role in government. If you go into an office, they are all immigrants. So immigrants build this country, but that doesn't mean they have to abuse them. So listen to this. So a company is given the opportunity to hire. They paid only 1,000 or 2,000 something. It used to be 1,010. Now, because they know that, oh, this is very attractive, they are advertising it as if they are jobs. I went through the list of companies who has the license to hire foreign countries, foreigners. The number is low compared to the hype. The numbers are low. Secondly, they've given this LMIA to agencies. The agencies are charging you $20,000 for what job? What is the yearly income rate that you are coming to make? If the LMIA gives you a permit, work permit that is open work permit, it is okay. Open work permit means you cannot just work for that company, but you can work for any other company. And that is up to the immigration officer to give you that. So it has become a scam that people will just, because first of all, for me, if I have the LMIA, the law says I must advertise the job. I must offer it to a Canadian first. My TikTok name is Lady May 7212. 7512. Lady May 7512. Lady May 7512. Look at what the parliament is saying about foreigners. Who is going to pick our rotten, our food is going to rotten on the ground. So who is going to pick them? We need the immigrants. That's what they are saying. So are you coming to pick an apple, peach, and then when they no longer need you, they deport you? Yes, thank you, my darling. When they no longer need you, they will deport your ass back to your country. And how much money by then have you saved? How much money by then have you saved for them to deport you? They are deporting people who has lived here for 20, 15, 10, 20 something, who does not have a documentation, proper documentation. The LMIA is not a permanent residence. LMIA is not a permanent. I'm not going to pay $15,000, not even $7,000 to get a LMIA, because it depends on the job. If I'm a doctor, maybe. If I'm a doctor, if I'm a plumber, maybe. If I am not even a carpenter, if I'm a teacher and they do that, the board can hire a foreigner who is here and has a work permit, maybe, because a teacher makes enough, and I will budget myself that in case I don't get a permanent residence, I can now go back with at least $200,000 in my hands into my country. 100,000, 200, $180,000. I can do it after 4 years or whatever years you can give me the contract. So LMIA are two. There are two sides of LMIA. The one without a restriction, but these companies are only giving you the restriction ones, which is employee specific job work permit. So employee specific work permit means after they use you, and immigration is not going to give you a permanent residence. Immigration will give you a permanent residence if the job is consistent and continues. TMO, the job is not seasonal. The job is not a seasonal work. The job, you have a family. Oh, you build yourself in Canada. That falls under the Canadian Experience Express entry. That is the only way. Or you have a serious illness and that is discovered through working in this country by your LMIA and all those things. That's the only way LMIA may end you up in permanent residence in this country. So remember, if you're in America, that is cool. Obi bewari, even when somebody marries you in America, they are so stooge. Even me, Canadian, they don't want to give me American green card when I get a job. Even me, Canadian, American green card is very scarce that they don't ask Canadians. Me, I know a Canadian who has applied 2 years ago. They've not, and she's working in America. She's making good money in America, but then they don't want to offer her because there's so much that as a citizen you have access to, and so much that as an American you have access to, premium pensions and all those things, you have access to them. Okay, so America is very even worse than Canada. Worse when it comes to paper. I know people who have lived there 20 years, they are not the citizens. 20 years, like what the fuck? Like seriously, how do you live in a country and pay taxes and although have babies? People have babies and they are becoming like the UK people. They are not becoming, they are the same people who migrated there, the same people who went there when the Protestants and the Romans and all those people broke into fight. They are the same people who went and came and took the land from the Red Indians. So remember that they are the American and the UK, Europe. They are all the same brothers and sisters. That's why they are four ISIS. For ISIS, you commit a crime in America, you are in UK, they will come and catch you. Ireland, they'll come and catch you. Wherever, they'll come and catch you. The 4 countries, Canada, they come and catch you. Even if because you offended my brother, they are not like Africans, where the Africans will fight for another brother. They will fight for somebody else, but they will not fight for their brothers. So there's a lot of education to acquire. That's why the Jamaicans are strong in this part of the world. They fought for every almost a black opportunity in this country, the Jamaicans. Okay, they fought. That's why some people, when you're working with them, they think you're African. They think we are so they can try the flex with you. That's why some people, we work in a certain areas as an African. Some of these immigrants, the same immigrant, they think we are Mrama, so they want to try because Unya Jamaica, they at least they understand these people who can advocate for themselves, but they still try it. Discrimination, this country. So it is so good. I didn't get information like that. My friend told me, how come you speak English? You have good job, but you are stupid like me. And she's right. She is right. Thank you. My brother Chukwongozi Anthony said he experienced the same LMIA experience. Guys, be wise. Money is a blood. Don't spill. Don't be a volunteer for your own syringe, sucking your blood away like that. Do not be. This country, why does the white man came all the way to Africa? Power, money is power. The zero-sum bias quadrant and all these concepts that they created to keep a black man down still in existence. So do not pay for tuition fee, big amount of money, and then you are hey, my brothers Jamaicans in this country, hey, you see the Black History Month. We had a Black History Month as Africans. Come and see the people there. They are not coming to learn their own rights. The opportunity they have in Canada, they are not coming to learn it too. They are in the room watching Nam1. They are in the room watching some konkonsa, Mama Efe, and all those konkonsa way kunuakodi way try you say. That's what they are learning. But when you come here, take the learning, because when you look at TikTok, when you can see the difference between the other people are teaching, they are showing companies. The other TikTok platforms are talking about mental health and all those things. Other TikTok handlers, they are talking about so many things that brings success. And I'm proud of some of the platforms that I got to share my views. They are talking about things that will engage the African mind to think and to allow themselves to have those difficult conversations. It is good for growth. It is good for development. When you fail, to touch on those difficult conversations, the problem is not solved. Okay, so it is very, very interesting that I see people here who are so lost. Yesterday I got my sister, can you help someone with LMIA? Which LMIA? My papa didn't come here to create job. My papa did not come and be partners with. I'll tell you the fact. My papa didn't do that, and I'm trying not to do that. I am trying not to go and put my money in the Mfuturomu. No, I live here, and I'm gonna love myself. And I'm gonna, so a lot of Ghanaians, they come and they think, oh, building something. So we are always suffering. But when you develop yourself in this part of where you live, now you can be successful anywhere else. But we didn't do that. We didn't create a company. So which LMIA? And I'm not gonna lead a brother or sister to go and pay $14,000, $15,000, and $20,000, where after 2 years, 3 years, you still don't have papers in this country, where you are going to pay and you don't have retirement savings. You don't have any health care protection. You don't have anything. I'm not going to lead you to do that. So LMIA, I'm telling you, as you say, it is a scam that this country used to enrich a lot of people. And because the money is there, they know that they can get the money from the international bodies. They are not giving the jobs to the Canadians. Now the Canadians are also complaining. Okay? And in this country, the minute the Canadians complain, the rules changes. So you see, there are 6 companies that government gave LMIA certification, big time. So if you are hired by, let's say, Savoie Limited, McCain Food, whatever, Aqua, and there are 6 of them. These companies, if you're hired by them, but this company today, the immigrants are in this country. They are here. So if an immigrant beats you, they rather not pay you all these monies, and then fly you here, give you accommodation. They will hire somebody here who already has the skills and the abilities to come to work. You have a driving license. You have a certification that at least they need somebody on a plant, like these big plants. They're not gonna hire you. They will hire the brother who is here. So all these companies, if you are in Africa somewhere, don't even, because try to come into the country and then you can now start your process. But before you come, find information before you come. Make sure you are packed with knowledge. Don't come here like the people I see here, pretending like they are in the moon. All of a sudden, they just appear. And all they knew was a shadow came on top of their house back in Africa. And then they jumped in because they thought the world was coming to an end. So they jumped into the shadow. And then the shadow all of a sudden opened up in a country called Canada. They are so lost, and I don't blame them. They are so lost, and I don't blame them. Wrong information is going to make them suffer a little bit. Okay, so please come with it. And when you are giving them information, one thing is that we don't trust ourselves. So the information, instead of them taking the information and holding it and working with it, they are questioning themselves, their own abilities. They are questioning themselves through you. Don't judge me by your strength. Don't judge me by what you are capable of or what you can do. Do not judge me because you are weak. Don't judge me because you think you can't think far. Don't judge me. The information I'm giving you, if you don't have the ability to use it and apply it, share with somebody. So share this video. Share with your brother who is not going to stand over the fence asking the people who are enjoying the swim, is the water cold or hot? Don't stand behind. They don't want the noise. Share. Just give it to them. Just go and tell somebody, hey, they are swimming, oh, they are swimming, oh, they are swimming. That's all you have to tell. That's all your job is. Okay? Because there are also people who are right in the water but with 1 foot only. 1 foot. 1 foot only. The 1 foot people are closer to the water. You are over the fence. Don't spoil it. Don't make noise. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to, get distracted. They are enjoying themselves. So my brother, if you're already in the water, don't let the 1 at the fence, distract you. Don't answer when they scream. Don't come to them. Do not get out of the water trying to come and answer their doubting Thomases and all those things. Don't answer. Keep enjoying the water, because there's a limitation to, there's a time limit on it. The water has is it chlorine? The water has a chlorine. There's a, in this country, there's a limit to it. In a while, the water has to be changed. So enjoy yourself before the time comes for the water to be changed. And that's all the message I have. And I'm going to tell you that, listen, stay tuned. The school system is going to be open for you, and study hard, up your grade to 3.0. And once I bring out the information, register quickly so I can be there and start to run the classes that will teach you everything. I'll show you, I'll give you the schools, what you need to know, how you need to conduct yourself, where you need to start, which bank account when you are here you need to open, which bank you need to open the bank account at. Now I'm loading small. I'm up for, hey, money day this country. Money day this country. If anybody tells you there's no money, don't mind them. You see, my brother who is also showing Canada the way housing and go and see the lineup of a new location that they are going to build in this country. The new locations, even though they have not started to build yet, the whole place is sold. They have not started to build yet, too, but just the show, oh, this is what it's going to look like, oh, it is sold. So don't let anybody fool you. The money they here, because they have a way of making the money like this scam LMIA. By the time they open your eyes, they've already made their money, and this money is in the system. So don't be fooled. There's a lot of scams in this country, but the government, it is a program. At least it's in a system. Not like Africa where you see it on the people. It makes them so big that when you're talking to them, they don't hear your voice. This country, they hear your voice. They still want you to be stupid. So don't be stupid. Be part of them to share the benefit. May God bless you all. And I hope this information will help you start to prepare yourself. Okay? May God bless you. Today is a sunny. Yesterday was very cloudy. Today, I told you, the sun, which was after the cloud, today is your blessing. Tap into it, dance in it, be happy, all those things. Be happy. Let your atmosphere be filled with blessings and hope. May God bless you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.